Well, it's Christmas, and of course, that comes with lots and lots of award ceremonies, award season. The Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana will, on the 21st of December, that's just tomorrow, hold the Ghana Agribusiness Excellence and Leadership Awards. It's a dinner on the theme Agribusiness Value Chain, Ghana's engine to economic growth. Now, the award ceremony aims at showcasing Africa's successful agribusiness and publicly recognizing efforts and contributions of distinguished and deserving agribusiness practitioners. Now, we have with us in the studio a farmer, Anthony Morrison. He's also CEO of Agribusiness Ghana. He's going to help us understand a bit more detail about this upcoming event. How nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Right, so start it from the beginning. Agribusiness and this award ceremony that's coming up. What do we need to know about it?
Well, one ought to understand that when we talk about agriculture, that's an act of production.
Yeah.
But you should also understand there is a need for some people who do help the farmer to produce, and people who help the farmer after production and processing, what goes into the value chain, which we refer to as such. So the Agribusiness Chamber actually is a private sector organization that works to harness the eco space and to support the private sector with networking, markets, and all sort of financial and authentic information.
Excellent. So why this awards ceremony?
We've been running the National Farmers Day, which for the 34th year running, and it has come to the fore that the people within the value chain, yourself, the media, the financial institutions, the insurance companies, those also who are into the technology industry, the telecommunication industry, then also those who are in the processing, the value addition, aggregation, who actually sells the machinery and all that, are not involved, are not appreciated, are not kind of rewarded, in the National Farmers Day. And also, we do also realize that there are a whole lot of other people who interface in making the process work smoothly.
Right.
But all these people are not recognized. But we need to bring these people out so that the public will know. And at the same time, what we seek to do is to create that education. So people who actually think that agribusiness is just about production will know that, no, I cannot go into this and make a decent living for myself. Okay, because there are a whole lot of other businesses in there. Agribusiness consultancy, agribusiness management professionals, a whole lot. So it's the right time. Then also those who deal in the inputs, hybrid seeds, fertilizers, agrochemicals, and all that are not even recognized. So this is the right time, and as such as agriculture and the government is pushing the agriculture. Now you know about agriculture more than anyone because of planting for food and jobs. And I think that as the government push the whole euphoria about agriculture, this is the right time to also push for the agribusiness recognition.
Okay, so tell us, what are some of the categories in which you'll be awarding people?
So this is the first edition, and we're looking at awarding outstanding people who have been in the industry over years. So we're talking about processed foods, we're talking about those who have been in the industry with regards to leading academic research on agriculture development. Then again, we're looking at those who have come up with innovative ways to develop agriculture. Then we're looking at awarding institutions that have been at the forefront of food security and nutrition, making sure that people who are otherwise suffering from some malnutrition and all that, and making sure we attain the food security of the SDGs. Then we're also looking at some innovations within the telecommunication industry, those who have come up with app-based softwares and hardwares that are also supporting the industry. Then again, we're looking at people who have shown exemplary leadership in the agriculture industry. Then also policy drive most of the things we do in the agribusiness industry. So we're looking at developed partners who have pushed in advancing agribusiness policies. We're looking at developing partners who have pushed in scaling technical skills to advance the agriculture development and the industry. So yes, we have about 25 awards to give out tomorrow. Wow. And we're having His Excellency, the India High Commissioner, as our special guest of honor. Then we have the Honorable George Oduro, Deputy Minister for Crops, who will be coming as our special guest. Then we're having the Senior Advisor to the President, Madam Nana Sewa Amaku, will be coming. Then we have the U.S. Regional Counselor for United States Department for Agriculture, Mr. Charles Rush, will be coming, and a whole lot of other people. The chairman of the National Farmers Awards, the chairman of the METASIP, which is the Agriculture Short-Term Policy, Madam Marjorie will be there, and a whole lot of other people, yes.
Now, I mean, without your organization shining a light on agribusiness, it would appear that it was a sector that was operating on its own, just on the back of people's own personal interest in agribusiness and the industry as a whole. So what would you say is needed in order for the agribusiness sector to flourish, to do even better, and to be a more beneficial part of the value chain for agriculture?
Thank you very much. The value chain is data-driven. It's information. We need research. And just like the production itself, it requires research to keep or to make sure that we are up there with other developed countries, you know, in terms of yields per acre and what we are doing to advance our zero hunger strategy. So what we need in Ghana, I've always been saying that it's three things. We need governments to make available market-oriented policies, because the private sector are always ready to invest in it. But we need a policy that requires some level of investment from the private sector. Then again, we need the government to look at our interest rate, because I mean, we have an interest rate of 20-something% plus, whereas in other neighboring countries and developed countries, they're looking at single digits. So if investors or people within the agribusiness ecospace could also have a single digit interest, I mean, it's just lovely that you go into it. Then we need government to also look at what I call the externalities of the agriculture infrastructure industry. What we need, if there's a good road that goes to a village and they have electricity, they have water, they have social amenities, the investor will go in there and do business. But if you can't take your car there, you can't take your pickup, you can't take your trucks, it becomes almost difficult to go in there and invest a lot of millions of dollars, and you find it that you can't, even after harvesting, bring this out to the market. So then we have the post-harvest challenges, because the produce are ready, but the roads are not motorable. So those are the major things. Government should concentrate in terms of warehousing and other things. They should look at the private sector, because there are a lot of people who are interested in the warehouse receipt system. Government should just come up with market and private sector oriented policies, and the private sector will identify their various opportunities within these policies and go in there.
Wonderful. Well, we wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Is the public invited, or do we have to buy tickets?
We have a ticket. Currently, one of our sponsors have discounted, so the tickets are 120 Ghana cedis, and the venue is Angie Hill Hotel. 7 p.m. is the time. Angie Hill Hotel is close to the Shashi Block Factory, just close to the roadside. And it's going to be a very lovely day. It's going to be a dinner as well. So we're going to have a 2-in-1. And luckily we'll be having Batman around to give her a shout out. So yeah.
You mean Samini?
Yes, Samini.
Oh,
you know, Samini is a very leading brand when it comes to promoting and advocating for youth in agriculture. Yeah. You're talking about John Dumelo, you're talking about Trigmatric, and you know, we have a lot of celebrities, Nana himself, who have been advancing a lot of advocacy for youth in agriculture. So yes, we have a lot. Come on, you should be taking this off and join the blue collar jobs.
All I need to hear is dinner, and I'll be there.
No,
so, thank you so much.
You bring you there for the green collar jobs and the blue collar jobs on the sea.
Indeed,
all right.
Listen, thank you so much for your time with us. And of course, that is happening tomorrow.